Hey guys, so just in case you celebrate it, happy Halloween! Hello everyone and welcome to Kimmy's Shrine. So if you're new here, I do Disney themed videos. So last month there was actually what's been donated to the shrine, so if you've not seen that, please go check that out. And today, like I do all the time this time of year, is a Villians video. Now I do already have a Villians playlist, so just in case you've not seen it in my previous years, obviously you can check those out. But yeah, let's just get into this. So like it says, this is primarily a Villians video, so some of the stuff you may have seen throughout the year. So sometimes if I do hauls, or obviously I've had my subscriptions and things like that, so you may have seen some of this. No particular order, it's just like a random stuff I've had that I think that you guys might be interested in seeing, just in case you're into Halloween or into the Villians. So the first one I'm going to show you, which I actually got from a charity shop, was actually this here. So this is actually a Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I keep sometimes wanting to say Frodo, like I always get Frollo and Frodo, the names mixed up. I'm like, no, that's the wrong film. But yeah, so things like this, like I say, you can get in charity shops. I would say there's no time of year to actually go, but sometimes out of season can just be as good as in season. So I have said this before, sometimes if you go on the eBay or the Facebook groups, some people might be selling stuff out of season, especially I would say more in the new year, when people are obviously taking down their decorations, when people obviously are thinking about spring cleaning. They might also be getting rid of stuff then, so that's probably one of the better times to have a look. So I find sort of January, February, March for me is the best time I've actually got stuff. But yes, that's the first one. So like I said, I got him in a charity shop. Now this is actually from Mad Beauty, but I originally got this from Boots, but you can obviously get Mad Beauty on their website. Superdrug sometimes do it as well. I actually have quite a lot of these in the princess style, but they do sometimes do the villains as well. So this is the Cruella de Vil, and it's actually a coconut one, and this is actually a bath jelly. So like I said, so I actually have quite a few of these in the princess ones, but they also did other ones. So for example, Mad Beauty do quite a few of the Evil Queen and Ursula ones, and Maleficent, so they do other ones as well. But again, just in case if you want to decorate your house with like villain stuff, so like me, where obviously some of the stuff I've got around the house, if you've seen my Halloween video I did, so my vlog, you would see that obviously a lot of the throws and the cushions are now been replaced with like a more Halloweeny villain stuff. So this is from the range Doorables, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't remember when I got this one, but I think this might be in a mystery mini that I got, because sometimes when you can get the Doorables set, for example, you can get like a pack of 4, so 3 characters you can see, but one is like a mystery. So I must have got it then, because the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland isn't really my favourite. Like Alice in itself isn't one of my favourite movies, so the Queen of Hearts obviously isn't a character that I would normally want to collect, so I feel like this was actually in a mystery mini. Adorables you can get like anywhere, so many toy shops, Amazon, eBay, I think sometimes you can get them from Toys for £1 as well. But yeah, so one of the things that I thought, okay, it's kind of cute to put in my villain section, but at the same time it's not really a character I would collect a lot of. So I may one day do an Alice in Wonderland video for you guys, but again, it's not something that I have a lot of, so I'd have to look around the house to see what I have, only because it's not a film I particularly enjoyed, so it's one of the things I don't tend to have a lot of stuff for it. Now I have done a whole video on my Alien remix, so it's one of my favourite collaborations that they've done, just because I love the idea, if you know me, when it comes to Disney characters, where you get like a character who look like other characters. So for example, like the Stitch ones, when Stitch crashes, where obviously they had him looking like other Disney films. So I loved it when they did it with the Alien remixes. So this one is Randall. I got him for $9.99, which in my opinion is the correct price for a Funko Pop. I hate when I see Funko Pops now for like £15–20 when they're this size. I can understand if they're like got 2 characters in there, or if they're bigger, or if they're like a scene or something, I can understand. But I recently went to Comic-Con and I hated it. Basically everywhere I looked and I was like, okay, there's pops I would buy, but because they were like £15–20, I was like, well no. But if they were £10, I would have bought them. And I kind of feel like there's not a reason for them to be so expensive. Like a lot of people might be like me, who obviously want to collect them, and they can't, because it's too much. Knowing it's going to sit on the shelf, knowing it's obviously just going to gather dust, that was a bit more than I wanted to spend. So other ones they've got in here, they've got Sully, Wally, Mrs. Incredible, Randall, obviously Roz, a bigger Sully, which that's probably one I'd be on my list, Eve and Mater. Now, like I said, I have actually done a video because there's a few different versions of the remix ones. So for example, you can get ones actually a Funko Pop like this, and they've got like the keyring sort of size ones. They have other different sizes as well. They've got ones that are actually in the shape of a rocket ship, which are one of my personal favorite ones. But like I said, yeah, I have actually done a whole video on just the ones that I've got at the moment, but I still like collecting them because it's like one of my favorite sort of collections they've got. So I've not been to Asda recently, just because of money. Like, I can't afford to buy any more stuff. But I do remember this being in last year's Halloween stuff, and what I've seen on TikTok is very similar to last year's stuff. It's just about I can't afford anything else. Like, knowing that I've already decorated the house, I'm thinking, okay, I do actually have enough Halloween stuff. So I don't feel like I'm missing out, but I definitely know there's stuff there that's very similar to last year's, and this is one of them, which is a mason jar. Not used it. This actually primarily just comes out just as decoration, just because it's not the kind of thing that I would actually use. It's not microwave safe, you have to hand wash it only. I just feel like this after a while will tarnish, so for me personally, I was quite happy just to have this as more of a decorative thing, which a lot of my mugs and things like that are. So my mum actually kindly bought these for me. So these were actually from a place called Molly's Den. I think it might just be called the Den now, actually, think about it. It's basically, I've talked about this before, it's basically almost like a car boot sale slash a charity shop. So it's basically you can hire out sections of, it's basically in a big warehouse, like hire out sections of this warehouse, and then you can just put whatever you want in it. So some people just almost treat it like a car boot sale and it's just random stuff. Some people actually use it as a business, like I used to do with my drawings. I used to actually have 2 walls where I hold my pictures up. So I used to actually do that, like years ago, like probably like 8-9 years ago, but then it got too expensive. It was like £2, it's like £250 a month just to keep that space, and I wasn't selling enough because not a lot of people knew about it. So I was more selling stuff online than I was there, so I kind of had to close that part down. But yeah, so when me and my mum were there, she actually kindly bought these for my my birthday, but then I obviously put them in the shrine in the Villians part. So I actually have things like this already with other princesses on them. So these were actually things that came with magazines. So this is Lady Tremaine, and you've also got the Evil Queen from Snow White as well. Lady Tremaine was £3.75. Oh, they're both yeah, same price. I absolutely love stuff like this. When I saw these, I had to get them. The other one I got was actually Melody from Little Mermaid 2. Which she is just down here. So again, she was from the same person selling, and she was £3. But again, it's one of the things that I was like, okay, these are things I like to collect, where I knew you had to obviously get the magazine to get these, and I have been trying to get some more of these on eBay. So for example, I've got the Snow White one, I've got an Aurora one, like I said, I've got the Melody one as well. So I have actually trying to start to collect these a little bit more, but I just saw these and I was like saying like, oh, I really like them. So my mum was like, oh, I'll get these for your birthday, even though I ended up getting them for earlier. So this one is one from a Toys for a Pound. Now, throughout the year it lives on the Snow White side, but then obviously when it gets to Halloween it then goes to the Evil Queen on the other side. So like I said, this Toys for a Pound, but this was £5. I have seen other ones on here. So for example, I did actually get recently the Nightmare Before Christmas one, and they do actually do a Zootopia one as well. I've not seen any other princess ones, but I do like the idea of obviously say Snow White being on one side and then obviously the Evil Queen on the other side. But like I said, yeah, throughout the year it does swap around, so at the moment it's on this side. But this is actually the Villains colouring book. I don't tend to actually use the colouring books myself, so I just like the fact it's got the pictures on there. Again, it was good to obviously have in the shrine, but it has all the different sort of villains on there, or sort of psychic villains as well. I don't really get much enjoyment out of colouring. It's not really a thing that I like to do. I do like to collect these. Like I do have a few of these from say Disney Paris, just again because I just really like the pictures. But yeah, so for me, I'm never actually going to colour these because that's not something I personally get any enjoyment out of. But I just love the fact that it's got the characters in there. Sometimes I do use it as character reference because some of it is maybe characters I don't draw very often, or sometimes it's like poses I never thought to put the characters in. But yeah, it wasn't ever a thing I was ever gonna use. I just thought it would be cool to obviously have on the shrine. So originally this did retail as £9.99. I have seen loads of stuff like this in the works. I've seen these obviously on Amazon. And then the last thing I actually got on the website Just Geek. So I actually got other stuff for Reuben and my stepdad because they really love Rick and Morty. So I actually originally got stuff for them. And I just thought I'd just have a look around and see what Disney stuff I had. And then this one came up. So the only size it had was a small, and it was £5. So it was actually in the sale. But I couldn't resist, even though technically I can't fit into it. I was tempted to turn this into a cushion. I still might do this because me and Reuben actually do have a few craft days that we want to do in the next couple of weeks, and because technically it is still like Halloween when I'm filming this, so I might actually get around to doing it then. For me to turn this into a cushion, it'd probably take about an hour, so it won't actually take that long to do. It's just one of those things that I kind of feel like something like this might be quite nice around the house. So yeah, so that was it for my Villians video. Like I said, when this goes up it will be around about Halloween, so hopefully if you are celebrating it, hopefully you'll have a safe time if you do trick or treat. We're just going to stay in and watch horror films, so I've actually started the vlog about some of the horror films that we're actually currently watching. So, but yeah, if you're not already, then please like and subscribe so you get notified when all my other videos go up. And that's it, and I'll see you guys next time. Later days. I've just put everything back and I need it for a thumbnail, so now I'm gonna have to go grab it all. So I was like, I keep forgetting to do thumbnails, so I need to just go grab it. So I'm still here, just in case you wonder what's going on. Happens every time where I put stuff away because I have limited space, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I still need to do a thumbnail.